Imagine taking a rainbow, shredding it to smithereens, and turning it into a vibrant arsenal of powder and liquid. Then, in a delightful act of defiance, throwing it at everyone around you. Welcome to Holi, India's answer to a world begging for more color. Holi is a Hindu festival celebrated to welcome the arrival of spring and the victory of good over evil. The legend of Holi. Our story starts with an evil king who loved himself a little too much, and his young son who was a hardcore fanboy of Lord Vishnu. The king, let's call him King Tyranny, wasn't too pleased with his son's devotion to Lord Vishnu. King Tyranny and his sister hatch a plan that would forever complicate family gatherings. The plot: a bonfire with a twist. The king's sister wraps herself in a fireproof cloak because, well, she's not exactly the sharing type, and plans for her nephew to remain engulfed in the flames. But plot twist: the cloak, having a mind of its own, decides it prefers the company of her nephew. The king's son struts out of the fire, looking like he's just had the world's most intense facial, while his aunt ended up cooked to the point of no return. As some would say, brown bread. And then Lord Vishnu, tired of the ongoing family soap opera, steps in for a bit of divine action. Let's just say, King Tyranny gets a direct and unforgettable lesson from Vishnu's unique way of giving someone an eternal nap. So what's the moral of the story? Well, don't mess with the fans of Lord Vishnu, and definitely don't trust a fashionable cloak over practicality. Moreover, it reminds us that good always finds a way to triumph over evil. Why we celebrate Holi. So why do millions celebrate Holi? Is it the joy of throwing colored powder and water at family, friends, and strangers without being arrested? Partly. But it's also about the triumph of good over evil, welcoming spring, a celebration of love, forgiveness, and community bonding, plus a solid excuse to party. The colors of Holi. Holi isn't just a festival, it's a color palette that's had one too many espressos. However, there's method to the madness. The meaning behind the different colors is green for nature and new beginnings, yellow for happiness and sunshine, blue for gods and the divine, pink for youth and playfulness, orange for strength and courage, which is much needed for doing the laundry later that day, and red for love and making babies. What's my favorite color, I hear you ask? Well, obviously, red. I'm a huge fan of red. Huge. Anyway, moving on. Next topic. The food of Holi. If Holi was a movie, food would win the best supporting role. From Gujia to Thandai, it's a day when your diet plan takes a holiday. And if someone questions your calorie intake, just say it's tradition. It works. For me, every time. Holi around the world. Guess what? Holi has gone global. From the streets of India to the shores of the UK, Australia, and the USA, it's spread like a joyful virus. And no, you don't need a vaccine or face mask, just a love for fun, and maybe a spare change of clothes to flatten the colourful curve. So, grab your colour grenades and let's turn the mundane into a masterpiece and embrace the moment without a clean-up bill. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go explain to my dog why he looks like a tie-dye project gone wrong.